Welcome to the Vikings Report. Here you will find the latest news and rumors about the Minnesota Vikings. Always up to date with information about transfers, drafts, injuries, behind the scenes, and everything involving the team. If you are a passionate fan and want to stay on top of everything, this is the right place. Turn on notifications and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any news. Now let's go to today's news. Vikings insider hints at possible return of legendary safety. NFL Combine Week is here, bringing together teams, insiders, and draft prospects in Indianapolis to kick off the NFL offseason. Amidst evaluations of new talent, the Minnesota Vikings are also keeping an eye on the next steps in assembling the roster. With free agency set to open on March 12th, the Vikings are preparing to deal with the contract situation of several players, including big names like Sam Darnold, Byron Murphy Jr., Cam Bynum, and Aaron Jones, who are all set to test the market. Harrison Smith's future remains uncertain. In addition to renewals and negotiations, the team is also awaiting decisions on the retirement of veterans, especially iconic safety Harrison Smith. At 36 years old, Smith, who was selected by the Vikings in the first round of the 2012 draft, built a brilliant career over 13 seasons, becoming one of the great names in the history of the franchise. Many speculated that 2023 could have been his final year in the league, but insider Alec Lewis of The Athletic offered a different perspective. In an interview on KFAN with Paul Allen, Lewis revealed that he wouldn't be surprised if Smith decided to play for another season. "From what I've heard, I really wouldn't be surprised if Harrison comes back to play another year," Lewis said. Smith finished last season with solid performances, appearing in 16 games, recording 87 tackles, 1 sack, and 3 interceptions, proving that he still has a lot to offer on the field. The impact of Smith's contract. The safety still has 1 year remaining on the contract he signed before last season, a 2-year, $10 million deal. However, if he chooses to retire, his departure could impact the Vikings financially. Lewis noted that due to the structure of the contract, if the team decides to release him, the best option would be a post-June 1 cut. This strategy would help spread the impact on the salary cap over multiple years, avoiding a large immediate loss. If they were to cut him, they would likely do so after June to minimize the financial impact. So the Vikings need to know what Smith's plans are before making any decisions, Lewis explained. Whatever his decision, Harrison Smith is already established as a Vikings legend and a strong candidate for the Hall of Fame in the future. Should he decide to retire, he will leave an undeniable legacy on the team and the league. Giants show interest in Vikings CB Byron Murphy. The New York Giants are looking to the free agent market to bolster their secondary this offseason. According to Pat Leonard of the New York Daily News, the New York Giants have been exploring available options and have shown specific interest in Vikings cornerback Byron Murphy. The Giants' need at the position is clear, even if Deonte Banks can turn things around after a subpar season. Meanwhile, the Vikings have made the decision to extend the expiration date of Murphy's contract, signaling their intent to negotiate a potential long-term deal. Murphy, 27, was selected in the second round of the 2019 draft by the Arizona Cardinals after excelling at the University of Washington. He signed a 4-year, $8 million contract before becoming an unrestricted free agent. In 2023, he signed a 2-year contract with the Vikings for $17.5 million, which could increase to $22 million through 2024. Last season, Murphy had a solid performance, participating in all 17 games for the team and recording 81 tackles, 6 tackles for loss, 1 forced fumble, 14 passes defended, and 6 interceptions. His name appears on the list of the 100 best free agents for 2025. The Giants are keeping an eye on the market, and the potential arrival of Murphy could be a crucial reinforcement for the team's defense. Javon Holland is expected to sign with the Minnesota Vikings. With free agency approaching, Javon Holland is widely considered the best safety available on the NFL market in 2025. Several teams are expected to show interest in signing him, given his history of making decisive plays for the Miami Dolphins. However, one destination makes more sense than the others: the Minnesota Vikings. Holland is not expected to stay with the Dolphins. The safety is coming off his worst statistical season, with 62 tackles, no interceptions, and only 4 passes defended. Still, he has been a key part of Miami's defense since he entered the league. Holland is projected to sign a 4-year, $95 million contract, while the Dolphins are $12 million over the salary cap, making it difficult for him to stay. At the 2025 NFL Combine, head coach Mike McDaniel all but confirmed the player's departure, saying, "I think Javon has earned the right to test his market." With Miami opting not to apply the franchise tag, Holland will have complete freedom to choose his next destination, and a possible reunion with an old acquaintance could be in the cards. The Vikings are the ideal destination for Holland. In an interview with the Breaking House Rules podcast, Holland revealed what he's looking for in a new team. A coach who's honest, who establishes a winning culture and demands a high standard from everyone. "I want a team that has that mentality and leaders who lead by example." The Vikings fit that bill perfectly, and Holland would fill a crucial need on the team. With 235 tackles, 54 passes defended, 6 forced fumbles, and 6 interceptions over his career, he's also demonstrated versatility as a blitzer, recording 30 pressures and 6 sacks. In addition, his familiarity with Brian Flores, former Dolphins head coach and current Vikings defensive coordinator, would make the transition even more fluid. With Kevin O'Connell coming off a Coach of the Year season and the Vikings remaining competitive, Minnesota has a number of factors that could appeal to Holland. The potential retirement of Harrison Smith and uncertainty over Cam Bynum's tenure make the need for a safety even more pressing. At 25, Holland would not only bring youth to the Vikings defense, but he would also be a key player in the team's future.